Rahim. In the open air today, we are discussing one of the global food issue and the program through which it is controlled. That program is Agency for International Development, started by the United States of America and the member countries to eradicate poverty and to convert them from poverty to the growth and economic growth, and even to make them self-sustainable and improve their exports. This is required for the development of the United States of America. In fact, how it is required for the development of the United States of America, it will be discussed later on in this lecture. As they are assisting the world by the private enterprise. In fact, the American government is sponsoring their firms for survey, to conduct survey in the member countries and to establish businesses over there and to generate revenue. AID is helping, the Agency for International Development is helping through two programs. That is the short range and the long range. In the short range programs, they help the needy countries or the in emergency needs. The member countries are helped. While in the long range programs, they focus on the human resource, and in fact, through the human resource, they improve their growth, and after improving their growth, their exports are increased, and by this way, they earn money and generate revenue, which is required for the development of the United States of America and for the development of those countries where they are doing this. You say depends on those countries for the basically depends on those countries for the raw material, who are their friends, and also it is a market for the United States products to be sold out over there in those countries. If they are prepared in the United States of America, they will be sold out over there, and the revenue will be generated. AID has worked for giant ventures. Basically, the America is working through Agency for International Development in the countries through giant ventures, in which the investment comes from the America, and with the giant ventures with the local investors. They establish businesses over there, and by the local governmental machinery, they secure their businesses and not only provide the jobs to the people of those countries, but also produce and grow the production and revenue for the United States. Uh, this kind of development is appreciable for both the countries. That is, for the country who is going from poor to the self sustainable base, and for the United States of the America. After survey reports, they even study that which type of equipments are required, which type of plants can be established over there. Plants means the processing plants, and where will be the market to for the sellout of the commodities which are prepared. And some other programs are also studied over there in this case. After detailed report, in some cases they study the program in very micro level. That is, that which type of equipments are required, which type of assistance they can provide, which type of facilities are available over there. That is the gas, the electricity, the roads, the water, and other resources, which are the basic needs for establishing businesses, yeah, plants anywhere in the country, yeah, anywhere in the world. They study those things, and they also study that how much revenue will be generated from such giant ventures. That is, they compare the investment with the expected revenue which will be generated through such ventures. The USA also guarantees its firms with registered survey for the financial assistance in the less developed countries. That is, they ensure their private enterprise that if they are investing in the less developing countries, they will help them in case if there is any problem. For this purpose, the top industries investors have established a committee which is called Industry Steering Committee. The main purpose of this committee is to search the new opportunities in the member countries. That is, which type of projects or which type of industries they can launch in the countries, and how will be it will be operated and what will be the income from those member countries. The companies producing machinery, fertilizer, etc. have close interaction. Those countries, those industries which are producing the machinery, the fertilizers, the pesticides, and other requirement, and even the transports, are working in close interaction with the Agency for International Development and the Food and Agriculture Organization. The Food and Agriculture Organization is helping the member countries throughout the world, while the Agency for International Development is working for the benefit of the countries and of the United States of America, as it is established by the United States of the American government. IDA is working to promote freedom from hunger campaign, food for peace, and such other objectives and other programs. The Agency for International Development in this regard have invested several $billions in this regard to eradicate the poverty and to convert the countries from poverty to the self sustainable growth condition, and to improve their exports. IDA is supporting member countries for producing more food, and they are also helping the member countries for producing more food by the application of the farm machinery, pesticides, fertilizers, hybrid varieties, and proper mechanized farming techniques and proper storage centers. As the FAO has worked in several countries for the rice storage centers to store and preserve the rice over there to be used in the later on and the later stages. Moreover, they are also working on another thing which is a silent thing for them, that is the birth control. If the population is increasing with the increase of the food production, remember that there will be no such improvement, major improvement in the food production in those countries, because the food will be consumed by the increasing population. But if the population growth is controlled by birth control, by some proper practices, then the food will be sufficient for the population of those countries. And some similar projects are also applied by the Agency for International Development, by the Freedom from Hunger campaign, by the Food for Peace, and other objectives. If you have any question, you can ask us. Thank you.